I mix bread at the setting number 2 setting. The dough hook is going to mix all of the ingredients together and bring the dough together into a ball. It's going to be sticky at first, but I'm going to wait until all of the flour is incorporated before I put anything else in there. Okay, so what I want you to look at is you want it to do this for at least 2 minutes before you decide to put any more flour in there. You want it to get nice and mixed up, because the longer it mixes, the better the gluten develops. So what I'm going to do is add another 1/2 cup of flour. For all of my additions, I'm just going to use all-purpose flour. I want it to knead for 8 minutes. Watch it as it incorporates all the flour. From this point on, I'm not going to add more than a tablespoon at a time. I may need to put in a tablespoon at first and then a teaspoon after that. What you're seeing here is the sides are still a little bit sticky, but at the bottom of the bowl you'll see a kind of like a little vortex forming that attaches to the hook. This means that you've made a proper dough. And what we're going to do, what's happening here is the dough hook is raising the dough up and down the spiral and beating it against the sides of the bowl. This is the kneading process. Okay, so I'm going to add just 1 teaspoon of flour here. Just to make it easier to handle when we take it out of the bowl. Now it's going to get dry and work all of that flour back in there again. The whole purpose of kneading is to get that gluten and the yeast to work through the whole lot of dough. Okay, so you're going to see that the dough is stuck to the hook and to that vortex down in the bottom of the bowl. The texture is nice and smooth, a little blistery. Clean that off the hook with your fingers. Make sure your fingers are clean, of course. Okay, so I sprayed a bowl with oil and scraped the dough out of the mixing bowl into this bowl. So just flip it so that it's oiled on both sides. And flatten it down if you want to, but you don't have to. And then cover it. You can cover it with saran wrap or one of these kind of things. You want this to raise until it is double in size. Most recipes say an hour. I like to do it an hour and a half.